Back then they called him crazy, nowadays they call him the same. Now the ones that called him crazy still riding on his name. The Conversation, Hank Williams Jr., Waylon Jennings. My name is Keith Williams, no relation. With Fretmore guitar lessons, where I kind of chuckle because I use that joke a lot. It's really not that funny. I don't know why I say it, but anyway, maybe it's funny to you guys. I don't know. Probably isn't after you've heard it about twice. Maybe once is all it takes. It's not even be funny. But anyway, I'm here at Fretmore guitar lessons. I think where we fret more, stress less, and make a whole lot of music. And we're going to show you how to play some music on this great song tonight and learn to play this thing. If you want to check out the cover that I did on, you can kind of follow along on that as well and see the changes and all that going on and play along with it. And this is the key they played in, and there's no key changes or anything. It's pretty simple. There's just a few chords here. It's not quite a 3-chord country song. There's like 5 chords I believe in there, but pretty simple stuff. There is an F shape in there. You don't have to do the bar chord, but there is an F sharp actually in there. So let me show you these chords. We'll jump right into this thing. It's going to be an E. Got an E7, which all you got to do is just raise your ring finger there, your 3rd finger. Got an A in there. You get that A however you want to. As I always say, 1, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, however you want to do it. And then we've got a B7. You can play a B, but I like playing a B7. It's just a little simpler. B, you're going to have to be doing a bar chord there, so I just make it simple there for you. And then we've got an F sharp. So it's just an F up on the 2nd fret, same shape there, same positioning. And so that's only maybe challenging chord for you, depending on where you're at in your guitar journey. But anyway, this is a pretty simple song. Now, I did a cover on it as I was kind of joking around about it. It's a duet, so you're having a conversation between each other, but I'm an only child, you know. I had a lot of conversations by myself, to be honest with you, still do. So what I'm doing here is just kind of, I'm doing a little bit of a palm mute here, a little bit of a Johnny Cash thing there, just grabbing that E string, and the A, and the D string. Hank, let's talk about your daddy. Tell me how your mama loved that man. I'm doing an E7 there, okay? You can just do the E if you don't want to do the E7. It's not a huge deal, but pretty sure there is an E7 there. And then we go, we'll just break out a bottle, Halls A. Tell you about the drifting cowboy band, back to E. We won't talk about the music. Oh, excuse me, sorry. We won't talk about the music. We won't talk about the habits. Just the music and the man, okay? And it goes to the A there, from the B7 to the A. Let me show you that little lick I did there on that B7. That's kind of a cool lick. So we're just with our middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret, we're going 2nd fret, 1st fret on the A string, and then just open A, okay? That's all it is. 2nd, 1st, open on that. And that's you can do that lick throughout the song, actually. I don't know if I did it every time on the cover, but it does sound pretty good. Where was I at here? Just some music and a man. Going back to that same little, okay? All right, now Hank, I'm just going to talk some of this a little bit. You just got to tell me, did your daddy really write all them songs? E7th, now to A, that don't deserve no answer, Halls. Let's light up and just move along. E. Do you think he wrote a B7 about your mama? There's our lick. About the man who done her wrong. E. You know that, okay? And you know that is part of the song. I was to say that. And now we're going to the. I guess you call it the. There's not really a chorus in this, but I guess you would call this the chorus, really, basically. I said there's not a chorus. There's nothing that talks about the conversation, because the conversation is just talking about. That's just titling the song itself. So what I did in the beginning, this is what I would call the chorus here. Well, back then, called him crazy. Nowadays they call him a saint. Now we're going back to A. Now the ones that called him crazy, and here's our F sharp, still riding on his name, B7. And what I was doing there on when I do the cover is doing a little hammer on that A string again. I say again, just like our lick, but I'm doing just a hammer on it. I'm raising the first string too, but I'm not really. I'm focusing on that A string. Okay, that's what I'm plucking there. Okay. If he was here right now, both C and C, would he think that we were right? Do you think he might? Let's see. I'm trying to think where that goes to E7 there. If he was here right now, both C and C, would you think that we were right? You think you might? Okay, I think it's on might that it goes to the E7 there. And then we go to A. Don't you know he would, Waltosh, be right here by our side? E. If we left B7 for a show in Provo, you'd be the first one A on the bus and ready to ride. I'm not sure they do the lick on that part because it's kind of quick, so I'm not sure they're actually doing the lick. Okay, wherever he is, I hope he's happy. You know, I hope he's doing well. Yes, I do. He is, because he's got one arm around my mama now, A. And he sure did love us, Audrey, and a raising hell. E. Now we go to B7. I won't ask you no more questions. Stories only Hank could tell. Back to E. Now, let me say something about the E7th. There's a couple of times it really sounds like he's going to the E7th. The other times, even though it's in the same place, I'm not 100% sure he's going to the E7th. And you don't have to go to the E7. You can stay in the E if you just want to, leave that alone. It's not a huge deal there. You play it however you feel comfortable doing that. Because, like I say, I'm not even sure I played the E7th on those last few verses because I'm not hearing it there. But anyway, so you can do that however you want to, whatever feels good, sounds good to you, it sounds the best to you there. I won't ask you no more. Did I already do that? I won't ask you no more questions. Yeah, to the music. The story's only Hank can tell. Okay, to the E there. I keep wanting to say music for everything. I don't know why. Because I got music on my mind, I guess. All right, now we're going to that chorus again. Back then they called him crazy. Nowadays they call him sane. It changes up here a little bit here. It changes words. Most folks don't know that so you got a few words, it changes up, so your phrasing has to change. Most folks don't know that they fired him from the Opry A, F sharp, and that caused his greatest pain. B7. Then we go to E here. I love to tell you about Lovesick, how Miss Audrey loved that man. I've always loved to listen to stories about that drifting cowboy band and the man. All right, here we go. You know, when we get right down to going to be 7th, I don't know if it depends on if you're playing or not. That one's a little harder one to do if you're singing and playing. Not saying you can't do it. You can learn to do it, but it's a little difficult. You know, when we get right down to it, still the most unwanted outlaw in the land. So I didn't do that lick there because, like I say, they're singing during that, so I don't know if you really need to. Still the most wanted outlaw in the land. Back to E. And you can end that however you want to. They kind of fade it out. You can do your E7th, just raise that ring finger. Back down, and you can hit it that way. So anyways, great song. As I say, the E7th there is a little, as I always say about all the 7th chords, it's one note different, and so if you just stay in the major, it's not a huge deal. Some guitar players would probably say it is a huge deal, but not this one. Okay, and some people would say I'm not a real guitar player, but that's okay too. That's fine. I just play one on YouTube. That's it. But that's okay. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Hope this lesson was helpful to you. Like I say, be sure and check out the cover. Follow along. And this is the key they do it in, so you can play along with them as well. But the cover is there for you to kind of see the changes and everything, and follow along if that helps you. Hopefully it does. And if you could give us a thumbs up on this, subscribe to us if you would. Check out our links down below. Check out our other videos out on Fretmore. Share us on social media, and we'll see y'all in the next. Thanks.